You know, the biggest twist about this movie is the fact that it's a good Blumhouse movie. Drop is a brand new 2025 thriller film directed by Christopher Landon, starring Megan Fahey and Brandon Sklenar. And honestly, I didn't dislike the trailers for this, but Blumhouse's output ever since The Black Phone has just been miss after miss after miss. Outside of Five Nights at Freddy's and Speak No Evil, I liked those two movies, but The Black Phone seemed to be their last great movie, and then Halloween Ends happened, and then Imaginary, and then Night Swim, and then Afraid, and I didn't even like Megan that much. So yeah, outside of two movies since The Black Phone, I have not really liked their output. So a Christopher Landon directed Blumhouse movie. I like Christopher Landon as a director. I loved Freaky and I loved the Happy Death Day movies. So I was excited for this one with some reservations. So let's go ahead and jump into this review, starting off with the good. And yeah, I'm surprised. This was actually a really, really good Blumhouse film. First of all, Megan Fahey as the main character. She's really good. I don't think I've seen her in anything. I might have, but I don't remember. I really enjoyed her here. I thought she gave a really great performance. She really brought the intensity with her performance. She sold the urgency of the situation she's in. I thought she did a really good job. Brandon Sklenar as well. He's really great here. The only movie I've seen him in that I can think of is It Ends With Us. That was from last year. I hated that movie. I don't even remember his character's name in that movie because I didn't like that movie. So I'm going to count this as my first introduction to him as an actor because he's just really charming, really good here. I really love his chemistry with Megan Fahey. I think that they work really well together. You buy that they're two people out on a first date. They're both nervous, and they both have really good character development. Megan Fahey specifically has a really good backstory that's fleshed out scene by scene throughout this movie. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Brendan Sklenar ends up playing Batman in the DCU. I've seen a lot of people fan cast him. I'm still partial to Glenn Powell myself, but I wouldn't be mad if Brendan Sklenar got this role. That's how good he is here. I really love the story of this movie. It's pretty much set in one spot, and Megan Fahey's character is getting some threatening airdrops on her phone on a first date. And I just really love the mystery aspect of, okay, who is this? Why are they doing this? What's going to happen? I really love the suspense that grows throughout this movie. I really love how everything plays out. I love the setting of this movie. It's a high-rise restaurant. I've never been to one. I've always wanted to go to one. I'm just too poor to afford it. And I know the layout of this restaurant seems a little impractical, honestly, but I think that that's what adds to the almost supernatural feeling of what's going on in this movie. And I just love the mystery as it unravels. You think, oh, maybe it's this character, maybe it's this character. I was zeroed in on two specific characters the entire movie. I'm not going to say who. The editing, the pacing, and the score all really add to how just absolutely fantastic this movie is put together. The camera work is phenomenal. The camera angles, the way the camera follows people around, and I really love how they show the text. It doesn't just show the phone screen, it shows the text slide up next to the character. And honestly, the camera work really adds to that. And finally, the final reveals of this movie of who is doing this. I need to watch this movie again to see if I pick up on some hints on who it is. But I was very surprised of who it was. It was one character I was absolutely not suspecting. Yeah, I just really, really loved how they pulled off the reveal. I audibly gasped in the theater when we found out who it was. And yeah, just love this movie to death. So there's no bad here. On to the final thoughts. I loved Drop. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, without a doubt. I just love it that much. Drop is a very surprising, one of the best movies of the year. Christopher Landon really brought his A game as the director here, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. That was my thoughts on Drop. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it if you have seen it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.